He's sleepy. He's very sleepy. Hello everyone. Welcome to tonight's Crafts Plus Kids Craft DIY class. And I cannot even believe what I'm looking at right now. Because as I look at you and camera,
take out the trash.
You hear the Alexa? It happens every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Reminder, take out the trash. It's tomorrow's trash day. Hold on just a second.
I'm reminding you. Take out the trash.
It's already taken out, don't worry. Okay, anyway.
She always does.
What I am looking at out the window right now, it's snowing here. Like, big flakes. It's not sticking, thank goodness. At least it wasn't a few minutes ago.
It's kind of like hail.
No, it's not, sweetheart. It's not hail. It's snow.
It's kind of like
fluffy.
It's solid snow.
No, it's now fluffy flaked snow that's not sticking.
It bounces off.
As my husband said, it would be the most beautiful kind of snow for like Christmas Day.
Yes.
Where you're just hanging out inside and everything's fine. Not for March 31st. So, welcome to where we are. Welcome to Northern Illinois. So, tonight we are kicking off Easter projects, and I'm so excited about this project tonight. It's so adorable. It'll be so cute for your kids to do. Sure, go ahead and show it.
So
it is a bunny door hanger. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? I'm kind of obsessed with it. And what I'm also obsessed with, what I love making things with, are embroidery hoops, which is one of the supplies for this project. So, and the beautiful thing about this is that these were the colors we picked out to make our bunny, because these bright colors make me happy. You can pick out whatever colors you want to make your bunny. So, should we go through the supply list?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have.
Hold on, let's go biggest to smallest, like kind of like the starting things, okay? Okay, so the first thing is an embroidery hoop, and we used a 9-inch embroidery hoop.
Yep.
And you need one of the ones that has the little screw on the top, and it has the inside and outside hoop.
But you can use like any size, it doesn't have to be the 9.
You could use any size, but I will say that like the supplies that we talk about here tonight and how much you need and what you need in the pattern that we have you cut is based on a 9-inch hoop. So, just get your embroidery hoop. You can grab these at Michael's. You can order them online, whatever works best for you. Okay, then next, and the most important, not yet because we'll get to that, okay? Is the fabric, your fabric choice. So I obviously went with this cute, like tealish, bright colored pattern when I went to get my fabric. And so I have an extra bit of that for tonight that we can use. I got half a yard. That will actually make you probably at least 2 bunnies, if not more. So pick out whatever you would like. Your fabrics do not have to match. Your body doesn't have to match your ears. You can be as creative as you want. You can do whatever your heart desires.
You can do this like some glittery fabric and this like another fabric.
You totally could. You can do whatever you want. Exactly. So then, when you're also there shopping for your fabric, you're going to want to look for your ribbon. I did a 1-inch wired ribbon here that looked really cute and complemented the orange in the pattern here in our fabric. So I love this little like gingham look with the little bit of accent on the sides. And I would highly recommend using wired just because it's going to help hold its shape a little bit better when you make that bow. All right, what else are you going to need? You are going to need felt. So I got, you'll see, this is the piece that I used actually to make our sample. I got a piece of white felt. These are for the bunny feet. And what's actually interesting about this felt is it's actually a peel and stick. If you can find a peel and stick piece, I would highly recommend it. It's super easy and it gives a little bit of extra like weight to the felt as well. Then you're going to need a second color of felt for the inside pads of the feet and for the bunny's little toes, like we did here with the blue. And I got a blue glitter. You can get whatever you would like. You just need 1 sheet of it. All right, then you're going to need a piece of cardboard or chipboard. Chipboard is a little bit of a heavier paper stock, or cardboard. If you have some cardboard boxes laying around, utilize those. Recycle for your crafts.
We have tons of them.
We do have tons of them. Then you are also going to need your bunny ear and bunny feet template. This is available on my website for download, so you can grab this and be able to use this. If you go to renastudio.com and click on the Crafts Plus Kids link at the very top, it'll take you to tonight's project, and you can download this as a PDF. All right, so what else do we need? Oh, the most important part of the bunny, you need the bunny's tail. Oh my goodness. A puffball, an adorable white big puffball. Now, usually we see, don't do that. Usually we see these in very small forms, or we use these in very small sizes. This, you want to get the biggest one you can find. I got a bag of these, so I have like 15 or 20 of these, but they're super, super cute.
We also need Mod Podge.
Mod Podge or glue, just regular school glue, whatever you happen to have around. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy Mod Podge just for this project. Since you are cutting with fabric, if you are a family that has fancy fabric scissors, go ahead and grab your fancy fabric scissors.
But if you don't have fabric scissors, you can just use normal scissors.
Exactly, and it will be good if you do have those fancy fabric scissors that you don't want anybody to cut paper with. Get your extra pair of paper scissors so that you can cut your template out for your bunny ears and your bunny feet. What? I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, if you use Mod Podge, you're going to need a paintbrush, so just grab a paintbrush. You're also going to need...
And if you want to, like, trace the circle that you want to cut out, you're going to need a pencil, too.
Yes.
Because the circle is kind of like an outliner to trace the circle.
We'll be tracing the bunny ears. Okay? And then the final thing is a hot glue gun. This project does ask for a hot glue gun. And as always, as we always say, what do we always say when we're working with a hot glue gun?
Have to have a parent.
Parent or adult. Okay? If your kids are doing this project solo, make sure that you can be there for the hot glue gun part. I'm so excited. I got a new hot glue gun. This is the first feature of it.
I'm so scared.
I got it for Christmas.
Don't put it.
This is really great. It's a Gorilla Glue one.
Don't put
I love it.
At me.
Nothing's gonna happen. Okay, so let's get started. I am going to start the fabric piece in the hoop. While that's happening, I am going to have my helper here cut out the bunny ears from this template. Can you go ahead and start doing that? You're gonna cut on the dotted line, okay? So we are gonna get started with putting our fabric in our hoop. The very first thing you're gonna wanna do, yes, Jill, you know what I'm talking about.
I've once used it on paper.
I have to hide my good scissors from Rink Room here and put them up high. He has no idea where I keep them, so that he doesn't use them on paper. Okay, so you're gonna take your embroidery hoop, and at the top is where the tension screw is. You're gonna unscrew that completely, and you're gonna take it out. Don't lose this, because you're gonna need it. Just set it aside, and you're gonna take your hoops apart. Your hoops might have some tag sticky stuff on it. That's fine, just go ahead and pull that off. All right, so your hoop that has the opening is going to be your outside hoop. Your other is going to be your inside hoop. All right, you're gonna lay out your fabric. You're gonna take your piece of fabric, and you might need to iron it too before you get started with this project. So you're gonna lay it flat on a surface. Let's see if I can angle this down a little bit better so you can see this, see what I'm doing. Okay, so you're gonna lay it flat on a surface. You're going to take your full hoop, so not the outside one, you're gonna take the inside one. Hi Julia, thanks. It is a nice hot glue gun. I'm super excited about it. That's what happens when you are crafty. All right, you're gonna lay your inside hoop underneath your fabric.
Okay,
Then,
can I make feet?
excellent job. Can you put them over to the side for a second? Can you put them over to the side for a second? Then you're gonna take your outside hoop and you're going to lay it, let's do it this way. You're gonna lay it right over the fabric so that it starts catching that fabric and making it tight. Then you're gonna grab your tension screw and you're going to screw this back in to the top, which is going to make that outer hoop even tighter. If you've never worked with an embroidery hoop before, they're really super easy to work with, but it might take you a little practice if you're not used to tightening up the fabric. All right, so here we go. Oh, you know what? Going the wrong way. I'm completely out of it tonight. Let's see here. Okay. Let me do this way. What are you singing? What are you singing?
I'm not saying
You're not singing anything? Okay. So you're going to stick your tension screw in. What are you singing? And you want to screw it into the other side. Why this is taking so long tonight? It's not cooperating with me. All right, here we go. In a little bit, okay? Okay, so you're gonna keep tightening it until it's super, super tight and really holding that fabric nice and tight. And you're gonna even see that it's gonna kind of bunch up a little bit here. You can just pull that back. If you wanna look at the back, this is what the back is gonna look like. You've got lots of extra fabric. We're gonna take care of that in just a second. But you just wanna make sure that it's almost like you have a drum with the fabric. You've got a lot of tension on that fabric in your hoop. If you need to, you can make that screw even tighter. So you see, oh, we don't want to hit on it, okay? Okay, all right. So now what we're gonna do is we have all of this extra fabric on the inside of our hoop and we don't want it like that. So we're gonna lay our hoop down with the negative side of your fabric. So always know that the negative side of your fabric is the side that doesn't have the printing on it, or it's the opposite side of your printing. You're gonna take your super good fabric scissors that we hide from the kids and that we don't let them touch because then they'll cut construction paper with it, like someone in my house does. And you're going to,
I like my paper made.
I know you do.
I once ran out of 2 tape dispensers.
We're going to cut around here, just making a circle all the way around our fabric, leaving about an inch, 3/4 of an inch to an inch, because we are going to tuck that in and glue it down. So, just to make it a nice, clean edge. I guess if you wanted to get frilly and fancy with it, you could, and like leave more of an edge and have it be like ruffled along the side. If you had a ruffle bunny.
If you're hearing that in the background, it's just our 3D printer that we have back there.
Stinker, here's
Yeah.
3D printing stuff, yes.
And it's on and it has like a very loud brain board.
A brain board?
Yeah.
Do you have a brain board?
Yes.
Do I have a brain board?
Yes, in your head.
Oh goodness, I have a brain board. All right.
It's kind of the thing that runs the machine.
Okay. So the thing to mention too, this project, I should have mentioned this at the top, it does take a little bit longer than some of our other projects. So if you need to come back and watch this again,
Ruffle
you
bunny.
absolutely can.
Ruffle bunny.
We now have our scrap of fabric. You're gonna wanna set this aside because we're gonna need to use this to make our ears, okay? So we have our embroidery hoop with our fabric, okay? I'm gonna turn it over so you can see this ruffled edge on the inside. We're going to just run the glue gun around the inside hoop here. And as we do, we're going to press this inside little ruffle down. Okay, let me do this, okay? So what you're gonna do, if I can show you, is I'm just gonna run a bead of hot glue, a couple of inches long, because you can't do the whole thing because then the glue's gonna dry before you can get to it. And you're just gonna press it down and try not to burn yourself
That scares me.
like I just did. Just like that, if you can see that. So it just creates a nice clean edge so you don't have a bunch of fabric
I'm wearing short sleeves.
ruffling around. I'm not going to hit you.
And that is a
Glue gun.
burner.
It is very hot. This glue gun runs
Burny.
a lot hotter than the other one that I had, but it works so much better. And it looks like you went and got one of your 3D printed toys. Okay, so we're gonna keep going around here with this. Now, actually what I can have Alex do while I'm doing this is I can have him tracing our ears and our bunny feet. Can you do that for me? Okay, so he's gonna take the piece of cardboard or chipboard, and he's going to take the cutouts that he has, and he's going to trace those. Just gonna lay them on here, and he's going to trace them. You know what you do? It's fine. Nope, it's totally fine. Okay, so hold one down and trace that one there, okay? While I glue this. Look, we're being so efficient.
Be careful with that. I'm scared. I have short sleeves.
No reason to be scared.
I have short sleeves, and that is a fire gun.
So what I thought that these would be really cute on is if you made these for Easter. I mean, obviously you could hang them anywhere in your house. But I thought they would be adorable on kids' bedroom doors. I know so many people who really get into decorating their kids' bedrooms for the holidays. But these would be so cute, and you could even like do a little monogram on it if you're super talented and maybe you have a Cricut and you can do the oh hi Drake, and do the and do like an initial or some monogram like right on the belly. Wouldn't that be cute? That'd be so cute. You could do that in vinyl and do iron-on. They're almost done here. Okay,
I traced them out.
Okay, you got them on there? Okay, so now can you cut those out? So he's traced on the cardboard, and he's going to take his proper paper scissors, and he is going to cut out the ears that we're going to use. When I was out shopping for fabrics, one of the other fabrics that I looked at and considered using for the sample was a black and white gingham, which would be super cute. And you could do it like with pink ribbon or blue ribbon. I don't know, I just loved these colors. I'm such a bright color person, especially when it comes to Easter, and I love it. All right. One more glue strip, and then we're almost done. You want to see what this is looking like? That's our last couple of inches to go.
That scares me.
There's nothing to be scared of.
It burned me.
Alex, there's nothing to be scared of.
It already did it to my pinky. I don't want it to happen to my arm.
It's gonna happen. Okay, so you got those ears cut out. Can you show everybody your ears? He's got the cardboard ears.
I have very big ears.
Can you hold them up so people can see how big they are?
Very big ears.
All right, so there we are. He's got those ears done, and I have the fabric in the hoop done. So we're gonna set this aside for right now. All right, now I'm gonna take these ears and I'm gonna cover these in fabric, and while I'm doing that, Alex is going to do the same thing, tracing on the white felt, okay? And getting those cut out too. Now, while he's doing that, I am going to take my cardboard ears and my fabric scrap that I have left over. I'm gonna lay my live side or negative side up.
This is not really, pencil is not really a good trace.
It's okay, can you scoot over a little bit? And I got my ears. Here's where you can either use your school glue or your Mod Podge, whatever you would like to do. I've got Mod Podge here tonight, so that's what I'm just gonna quickly do. And I have my, my paintbrush too. So I'm gonna just a little bit dip in here, a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna do a very light coat on one side of my ear. Just go. All right, when I have that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay my glue side down on that negative side of the fabric so that the printed side is gonna be on what's right now the bottom side of the ear.
Can I, like take this?
No, don't take the peel off yet, okay? Did you get one done? Can you cut another one? Because we need 2 feet, right? Bunnies have 2 feet?
This is so hard to like trace because like pencil doesn't work well on felt.
Okay,
And if
so
any of you are just concerned for the noise I just made, I can make it normally.
here's what we're looking at. We're gonna trim out, we're gonna use our fabric scissors, as you can probably guess, and trim out. Leaving yourself some space because we can do the same thing on the back of these ears that we did with the inside of the hoop, is we can fold over the excess and glue it down. So I'm just gonna cut my ear out here really quickly. See what I got there? I'm gonna trim off a little bit of the extra. Just around.
I cut the 2 bunny feet.
Excellent job. All right. So you want to set those aside?
Sure.
So here's what we've got. We've got
I
one.
don't want to peel the excess.
Don't peel it off, please, okay? I know it's peel and stick, and I know it's tempting, but we don't need to do that, okay? And here's our other ear, okay? So we're finished with our fabric now, so you can just set that aside. And then you can use to glue these edges in, you can use your hot glue gun again. So, just gonna quickly, everybody knows it scares you, and tightly close that fabric around. See how I started that?
He's scared of it too.
There's nothing to be scared of.
I'm not saying it is.
It's just about safety. It's about being safe
He's scared of it.
with your tools,
He
right?
scares me. He's scared of it
So
too.
I'm gonna keep folding that around because I just put the bead of glue all the way around because I could do this one fairly quickly. And there's one ear.
He doesn't want
We'll
to
do our other one really quickly.
He's been a plastic.
Fine. Alrighty. Here we are.
Sorry if the table is shaking. Or the camera is shaking.
Was I shaking it?
Yeah, the camera shook.
So we're just gonna round that around just like this. So you can. There you go. We have 2 ears now. Okay? So we're gonna set our ears aside. All right. Now we have our feet. I'm gonna just show you. You can trace those inside paws, or if you want to help your kiddos out and just help them with freehanding it or free cutting it, that's completely fine. I just free cut it. It was relatively simple, just making 2 little paw shapes, or inside paw shapes rather. Go. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Making faces?
No.
Okay. All right, there we go. You don't have to be perfect at all. I think it's actually kind of nice when they're not.
Good.
We're going to hot glue these on. A bit of hot glue there. And voila.
Did we use like a hole puncher?
Actually I did use a hole puncher. I must have left it downstairs.
I'll
We
get
can-
it.
Okay.
Be right back, everyone.
All right, so we have our 2 paws, 2 feet, okay? And now we're gonna start putting our bunny together. So we have our ears, grab your ears, and grab your hoop with your fabric. And we are gonna first glue these cute little ears right along the back of our hoop, okay? And I'm gonna flip this around so you can see how we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that just like this. We're gonna just line it up right along the edge of that hoop with some hot glue. There we go, just like that. Go. Here's what it looks like on the back, and here's what it looks like on the front. All right, so while we're still grabbing the, oh my gosh, I have hot glue like strings everywhere all over me. While we're grabbing the hole punch to make the little toe pads, we're gonna go ahead and make our bow, which is really easy. I think I cut about a 24-inch piece of ribbon, so you can just unroll that out. And feel free to use your fabric scissors again if you'd like. And it's pretty simple. You're just gonna make a bow as if you were tying a shoe. Started to make it a little too big. There we go. Move it over. And what's great about this ribbon too is generally when you get a wire ribbon, it's double-sided, so you don't have to worry about like one side of the ribbon looking funky when you make that bow. Did you find it?
No.
Oh, okay. You can do it. I have confidence in us. Okay, so you've got your bow, and I've got an end that I need to trim off here just to make it a little bit easier and a little bit more even. Here's our bow. We are going to take that and we are going to glue it right up here at the top in the center. Just gonna even this bow out a little
Back
bit
away
more.
for the hot glue.
You're gonna take hot glue, put that on the back of your bow here in the center.
Can you put that on this guy and then stick a bow on him?
Just like that. See? Pretty cute, huh? All right, and you can, because it's wired then too, you can kind of shape how it's sitting there. Go. All right, now, all right, so we have these little toes that we cut out of the blue. Can you get me the blue, please? I'm gonna try and just freehand a few little circles for this that we can use for toes. If you have a hole punch, the hole punch works well on the felt. If you have more of a sturdy felt that has like some weight to it. So we're just gonna cut out 3 per paw. Yeah.
This is wire?
That looks weird. It has wire in it, yes.
Oh yeah, it does.
Alright. If you do a hole punch, it goes a lot faster than this, trust me. Alright, so I've got 3 of those cut out. I'm going to show you now. I'm just going to place those as little toes on your feet. And you can hot glue those on. Just do 3 little dots of hot glue. Go. Here we are. Just like that. There's one of our paws. Okay? I'm gonna set that aside. Hey, can you not cut that up, please? I really don't want to waste it, okay? Are you making like a mustache for yourself or something? Oh, and this felt that I got actually has glitter on it. So I have a little bit of glitter falling on me. I don't really care, it's all right. It's not like an excessive amount, but it just added a little bit of sparkle to what we were putting together. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm doing nothing.
All right, so I cannot believe that we have Easter in like 15 days, right? Do I have my date right? 15
I
days?
have no idea.
14 days? It just feels like this year is already just flying by. Okay, excuse me, sweetheart. Okay. All right, I've got my other 3 here, and I'm gonna glue those on. All right.
Disgusting.
Okay, where'd my other one go? I lost it. I lost my other dot.
Oh,
Put it down there. Thank you. I couldn't see it because I have navy dots in my fabric. Here, can you give it to me? Thank you. All right, there we go. Now we are going to glue our feet on to the bottom of our bunny hoop, just like this. Now, as I mentioned, I did get a peel and stick felt for my white felt, which is really great. You can peel off part of that because you're gonna have part of your foot that's gonna hang off, and you can just stick that on,
oh.
just like that. So no need to use hot glue. So what I did was I peeled off the back here about halfway down, and then I just tore it across. So I kept the sticker seal on the bottom part of the bunny foot. There's how that looks, and the finishing touch. We gotta put our football on. So here's a little trick. Sometimes you can get these and they have like a side smashed in. So it's great to kind of play with it and work it out. There we go. Put some hot glue on there. Stick your bunny tail on. You might need to hold it before you put it upright. But there you go. There's your bunny door hanger. I know that took a little longer than we normally do, but thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see your bunny door hangers and the ones that your kids create. And stay with us because we've got another Crafts Plus Kids coming up in 2 weeks here. I, off the top of my head, do not remember what the craft is, but we will figure it out. And we'll be sharing it on social media here in the next week or so. So thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have a great April 1st tomorrow. Hope you don't get fooled. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.